Hey guys. So my ancestors decided that I was a little depressed today, which is true. I am very depressed. So they decided, no, you better do something. Usually I would talk to you guys on Instagram, but I'm blocked from doing lives on Instagram for a whole year because I was reported for sexualized content. So now I can't just flip my phone and talk to you. Okay. So I'm in my pajamas. I just took a bubble bath for a couple of hours. I took a lavender bubble bath for a couple of hours. It works on my depression. Then I put on my pajamas. I was supposed to go pick up my new laptop. I didn't. I'm not going. I'm just gonna stay looking at my beautiful flowers. Okay, so I'm just gonna stay home and look at my beautiful flowers and do this reading because I did promise myself that I would always do a live reading on YouTube no matter what. And this is one of those no matter what. And I'm telling you, baby girls, I am telling you, when you are born parentless, okay, you have to push yourself. I put on my new lipstick. It's purple, but it doesn't kind of come out as purple, but it's purple. I put it on because every time I do this, everybody worries about the dryness of my lips. Like, bitches, please. Hi, Miss Fowler. I'm just like waiting for people to congregate before I begin the Sloane Bella reading, and I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm going through a depression, a slump, and my ancestor said to me, "We told you to start looking for a boy, and you have not been looking for a boy." Okay, you should be looking for a boy and you have not been doing it. And now you are going through the issues of not having someone to talk to. Yeah, so I am going to do that. I asked the demons if I should use a brick and mortar. I'm going to use a brick and mortar dating service, like literally get a dating consultant. And I'm looking for a nerd. I'm literally looking for a nerd. Okay. And I'm looking for slow and easy. Okay. Friends first. But I'm gonna literally get a dating service, a brick and mortar dating service. And I say to my ancestors, I want to do it when I'm thinner, when I've lost weight, because them white boys, and my ancestors say, just do it now. You'll find someone to talk to. So there, yeah. So there you go. Um, how are you guys? Today is Family Day in Canada or in my province. It's a holiday. Nobody should be working today. But since I got no one to talk to, and they're the only ones I can talk to. And I must say, I look very pretty. I don't care what you all say. I look very pretty. And these pajamas are new, straight from Amazon. And I'm going to London in November. Yeah, I'm going to London for 7 days, and then I'm going to Romania for 4 days, and then I'll come back in November, winter touring. I'm looking forward to that. So I got to work very hard between then and now. I've started mailing out your oils. Well, this week I'm going to start mailing them out. Okay. I couldn't wait for the boxes. I'm just going to wrap them up real good and I'm going to start mailing them. So you should be the first batches I'm sending in Canada. I've only got 2 Canadian clients. Then after that, it's all America. And I've got my app to pay. The good thing is that this is probably the last time I will be paying tariffs for the United States because I hear the United States Congress has removed tariffs against Canadians. But it's going to take some time before Trump signs the bill. So I'm going to pay my tariffs. Okay. I'm going to pay my tariffs. And by next week, I'll start rolling out your products. I want them out of my house. Okay. So, how's everyone? Okay. I must tell you, I look very pretty. I just took a cleansing. It's not a cleansing bath. I just took a bubble bath, lavender bubble bath. When I need love and I feel depressed and I just feel caged in a life I didn't want. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to put water in here. Yep, it needs water. When I feel caged in a life I didn't want, I take a bath. That's what I'll do. I take a bath. I take a bath so that I can lift my spirits. So I took a long bath and I feel so good right now. Okay. You caught another live. You're looking good to me. I like the lip color. You do? Yeah, I had to do it. I had to put a lip color because people on YouTube keep on saying your lips are so dry. Okay, so we're gonna do Sloane Bella. I'm gonna start Sloane Bella. I've only just watched 1 minute of Sloane Bella. I don't know what she was talking about. She was talking about Diddy. And I knew immediately that she was getting her information from some CIA operative. Not, you know what I mean, from some spy. I knew it. So then I just stopped watching her. Not that I disliked, I did kind of dislike her energy. She's low class. I can't stand low class white people. I really can't stand low class white people. I can't stand them. Okay. So, so I saw that she was trash, that she was trailer park trash, and I just don't hate a bitch. Okay, I can't stand low class white people. I can't. Okay. So then I just saw her truth and I just left it. Anyway, I put up a post of Michelle Obama and I put up a post of Michelle Obama saying she's very unhappy because a relationship that she held very dear has ended. And it has nothing to do with Barack. She and Barack are very good friends. They are buddies, they are besties. But she had a relationship that ended. Okay. And I think it's with a woman. I don't think it's a man. I think Michelle is gay. But I don't think she was gay and she knew she was gay. I think it took her time to come to the fact that she is gay. That's, I mean, I'm going to read Michelle Obama this week by herself, so I could be wrong because this week is dedicated to the African American woman. Because again, I'm all over the place. Bear with me because I am halfway in the veil and halfway in the living. Because whenever I am depressed, my energies are pulled into, you know, my energies are pulled into the other side. It's weird. But anyway, I I'm gonna read Michelle because I'm dedicating this week to African American women because I realized that African American women, not men, women, their energies are worn by a lot of white men. Okay. A lot of white men wear the energies of African American women. And when I was in school, we were told by my white teacher, okay, black girls must always remember that you are the least important human beings. There are white men, the most important, white women, the second most important, black men, and then black women. You're the last on the pole of humanity. And I remember as a child saying, I was 13. Yeah, we were 13-year-olds. And I remember saying to myself, well, in that case, I got nowhere to go but up, right? But that has stayed with me, okay? It has stayed with me. When I travel outside of my apartment, I always remember that I'm a black woman. Don't let social media fool you by telling you that, oh, traveling countries that love black people, countries that are safe for black women. Don't be fooled, okay? I have traveled the world since I was 27 years old. And there is a major difference when you travel with white people as companions than when you travel by yourself as a black woman. So now, what I do when I go to any country, I have to go VIP because then they will assume I have lots of money and they give me the respect they would give a white woman automatically, the respect they would give a black man automatically, the respect they would give a white man automatically. So I'm on Expedia looking for the VIP experience. I am paying more to see a country because I don't want the abuse. I don't want the abuse. I don't want to carry those I don't want to carry that trauma. I don't want to carry it. I've carried it enough as a black woman. I don't want to carry that trauma. So I always have to get the best hotel, okay? Be met at the airport, no Uber for my ass, because I could so easily disappear. Okay. So I have to be met at the airport, taken to my hotel. Then I have to use the hotel vehicles. I'm spending a lot of money, guys, when I travel. And I come back to my humble self here in Canada because I've had the experience of traveling the world as a 25-year-old, 26-year-old, 27-year-old, backpacking. And then I've had the experience of traveling with white people as companions. And I realized that traveling while black, if you do not pay, don't be fooled. There are so many hidden stories in our society. Princess Anne said, don't forget that slavery still exists. Just because it's not talked about doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It exists. Okay, guys. And a lot of black women have disappeared in transit, including African American women. And it never makes the news. Okay. So I know that I've carried what my teacher said to me. Even now, I'm thinking about dating. I'm thinking about joining a dating service, and already I'm saying I'm black. That's going to work against me. Then I'm fat. That's going to work against me too. And my ancestors say, go with your blackness and your fatness, go. Okay. Okay. But already that is something that I know is going to affect what comes to me. Okay. So, why then do white men, the highest human beings on the totem pole, steal African American women's energy? That's what we're going to be reading this week. So I'm going to be reading Michelle Obama tomorrow because white people were so tortured by her presence, they called her a man. Yet every day it is white people who quote her. They quote her more than we quote her. Do you know that? They quote her all the time. When they go low, we go high. They quote her all the time. Now they are almost turning her into royalty, but they continue to call her a man. Okay. So we're gonna check it out. Because I also realized that it's not Black women that they are stealing from. They're not stealing from Nigerian women's energies. I mean, ain't nobody in the world is stealing a Nigerian woman's energy. That energy, that energy, that's a filthy energy. Let's just say it. Nobody's stealing that energy. Nobody's stealing Zimbabwean women's energies. Filthy energy. Okay? Nobody's stealing South African women's energies. Filthy energies. Okay. Nobody's stealing a Kenyan woman's energy. Filthy energy. Or a Sudanese woman's energy. Filthy energy. It's universally accepted by all souls that African women's energies are filthy. Nobody wants them. Nobody's stealing white women's energies, no matter where they are from, because it's also universally accepted that white women's energies are filthy. And yet, everyone is stealing the African American woman's energy. Everyone. In Asia, you see it. In Africa, you see it. In Australia, you see it. There was actually an Australian guy, an indigenous Australian guy, who said, I really want to meet African American women. I love them so much. I want to come to America just to meet them. And in America and Canada, you see it. And then the African American woman thinks, no, it's the passport. No, baby girl, it's your energy. It's your energy. So this week, and probably next week too, we will be checking out the importance of the energy African American women carry. And we will do that based on the women who have been attacked, yet quoted, i.e., Michelle Obama. We will do the one that I said, that the one I vote, Josephine Baker, because she had the French at her feet. We will do Josephine Baker. We will do those ones who were out in front of us and they were vilified and hated, but everybody deep down wanted to be them. We're going to find out what makes your energy special. Why does everybody want to wear you? Now, you may think that's great that everybody wants to wear you, but it actually shows the statistics against African American women. African American women die in childbirth more than any other women in the world. That's just one statistic. Is it intentional? Because humanity kills what it envies and what it wants. It does, guys. Is it intentional that cases of African American women and girls who go missing are never solved or talked about? Again, humanity kills the energies that it envies. So right there on the ground, is it intentional that African American girls get such lengthy prison sentences while everybody else gets reduced sentences for the same crime? Is it intentional that you are, oh my God, welfare queens, when more white women are on welfare? What makes energy filthy versus not filthy or pure? Of course, you would ask African. It's hard to put into words. It's like when I'm in a room of African, I go, ooh, okay. Of African women, I go, ooh, okay. And when I'm in a room of African American women, I go, yeah. Okay. When I'm in a room with Nigerian women, I'm out the door. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? It's hard to say. All I can tell you is the energies that are filthy are repulsive, and the reaction is revulsion from the other energies. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain. It's just, I just go, ooh, you know? Uh, okay. Go, I noticed when I hired a cleaning company and the song was AA. Yeah. It's like, that's just, nobody's trying to kill African women. I mean, nobody is trying to kill African women because the energy they carry is, ooh, I, I I can tell you're an African from your energy. You don't even, no matter how beautiful you are, and no matter how well put together you are, and no matter the fact that you were born in America, grew up in America, I can pick you immediately as an African among African Americans. I can pick you. I can, because your energy is still dirty. I think it takes, and you're still procreating with dirty energies. I don't know how much further to explain it. But yeah, it's a case of ooh, and you can't put ooh into words. Okay. Any other questions while I'm still talking about that? Okay, because I think, yeah, she does. She does get her information, but we'll ask because I could be wrong. I'm always willing to be wrong. Okay, I could be wrong. Sloane Bella could be a spiritual person. Okay, and because she's standing on one end of the veil, I am calling her a fraud. You know, I could be wrong. Thank you, Wagui. You understand what I'm saying, right? I think also Africans, we are sort of, there are rituals that they do to us as children that make our energies filthy. I remember my maternal grandfather saying to me, you cleanse every day. You shouldn't cleanse every day. You will shine too much. You, a human being should have dirt on their energies. Then that's where you won't be attacked by others. That's what he said. That way you won't be attacked by others because you have dirt and nobody wants you. So there are these rituals that Africans put their kids through that make their energies dirty and that nobody wants them, because my maternal grandfather, he's dead. He came to me as a dead guy and he said, you are too shiny, you are too bright, you are too clean. No, 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 that's not the way of the people. You must make yourself dirty. Okay, so I think that's why and then West Africans, they do pray to the dark, right? They pray to the dark. So obviously they are darker anyway. And Nilots in general pray to the dark. So of course they are dark physically. And energetically because their energies come from bellies of demons, right? So that they're dark. It's not even ooh, it's ugh, right? So then African Americans, I've always said, and I truly West Indian the same. Ugh. All right. I think because you have Indian DNA, okay, and Indians worship the dark, and they come from the bellies of demons. So again, it is ugh, right? Um, I was just about to explain why I think African American energy, why African American women's energies is the purest. This is what I believe. One, they have the DNA from the belly of their gods, right? Because they did, most of them came from West Africa. But then they also have Bantu DNA, which comes from the god of light. And nobody messed with that Bantu DNA like they mess with our Bantu DNA in Africa. So that light is still sparkling, but I truly think it's the mixture of all races in one. I always say African Americans, metaphysical practitioners, you have the keys to the whole veil. I have the key to the Bantu veil, but you guys have the keys to the whole veil because you got all that DNA in you, right? I also have Asian DNA. I do. I have Asian DNA because my dad is from the Cape. He's a Cape colored. He's from the Cape. So yeah, that makes sense that I have that DNA. So I am also like that, right? I have lots of keys to the spiritual, but I think your energies were untouched by all these cleansings and all these cloakings and all these rituals that Africans and other cultures put their kids through. So your energies are walking on this earth the way God designed them to be without human interference. So you sparkle more than others. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Okay. I could be wrong. But that's my hypothesis as a metaphysical scientist. That's my hypothesis. I shine to African metaphysical practitioners. I sparkle to them. And that's because my dad was a Cape colored and he had white DNA. Yeah, he had white DNA. He had West African DNA, which I do too. I have it, West African DNA, and then he had Khoisan DNA, Xhosa DNA, Zulu DNA. He had it all, and I have it all. If that makes sense, right? Some triggered in comments. This is spiritual people. Stop getting triggered. Who is getting triggered? We have the same history and origin of slavery. Yeah, but not the same mix. A lot of West Indies have got a lot of Indian DNA. Okay. I don't read Indians. I refuse. No, I don't. You have to be specific and I have to love you. But that Indian DNA, it changes um that Indian DNA, it changes your energies. Does that make sense what I'm saying? African Americans don't have Indian from India. They don't have Indian from India. They might have native, but not Indian from India. Also, on those islands that Caribbeans were put on, there were natives there too. And they created babies with yes, that's what I mean. They were natives in those islands. I thank you, the Ruiz. They were natives in those islands, natives, right? and they created babies with the black people who came. Yeah, the Puerto Ricans and the Virgin Islands, they have their own energy. Does this make sense? They have their own energy. So when we look at energies, we look at them. Yes, indigenous people, thank you. We look at the mix, right? While Jamaicans are cousins to African Americans, you're exactly that. You are cousins. Make sense? You are cousins, right? And just, I'm trying to make it simple. I'm trying to simplify it, right? um I'm trying to simplify it. You are cousins, but you are not. Whereas African American women as a group, look at it that way. They are one family, right? Well, which is true. They are one family, right? And you are cousins. It's like, now I can't even use Africans as an example because the Bantu are not cousins to the Nilots. We're not cousins. So I can't. We're not related. Yeah. Okay. Um, what is this? Yeah, Jamaican exactly. Okay. All right. You get it, but I hope you get it, right? That's what I'm saying. It's like I would have to no okay, to be honest. Nobody steals the energy of Jamaican women. Look, I've never seen it. Maybe it happens, but I've never seen it. Okay. I've never seen it. The only energy I see being stolen is purely African American female, not African American male, African American female. Okay, so I'm going with what I see, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm going with what I see. Okay, all righty. So, shall we do Sloane Bella? Let me take my phone and look at her face. Sloane Bella will never be as beautiful as me. Okay. Okay. Even if she tries, she will never be as beautiful as me. She has these tarantula teeth. That's what I call them. She has these tarantula teeth. She is a predator. I mean, we're all predators to an extent, but she is a down low predator. I've got her picture right here. She is a down low predator. She can and will do anything for money, but even worse, she can and will destroy anyone. Thankfully, God didn't give her any metaphysical powers. so, so there is that, okay? God didn't give her any metaphysical powers. So there is that. We are blessed. We are lucky. Okay. So, Sloane Bella, I'm going to call her to the plate. That Sangoma is calling Sloane Bella to the plate because she, with a man-like face, called another woman a man, and she looks like a man. Okay. She looks like a she looks like a man. Okay, that right there is a man. Okay, she looks like a man. Okay, she should be called Tony or Matthew. Okay, and she had the nerve to call another woman a man. The jokes keep writing themselves. Anyway, insult a black woman, that's that just, yes, a man with lipstick. I have a word for her. I will not use it, but it fits her space very well. Lipstick and something. Let me put it this way. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna be like Michelle. When they go low, you go high. Okay? When they go low, you go high. Okay, we're gonna call Sloane into the plate and we're gonna see her for who she is. And I may be wrong. I'm okay with being wrong. I say this all the time. The Sangoma is okay with being wrong. Okay? Sloane. Sloane. Well, she was quick. Okay. She is having some major health issues. She barely walked into the plate upright. Okay. The woman is sick. Okay. Her energy from her waistline to her feet is gone. What I hear is that she's dying. Okay, she's dying, but then dying can take 30 years. Okay, so we won't worry about that. She's a very tiny energy. That's what I told you all before. She's a very tiny energy, very, very tiny, very dark. She is weak, as you know. She's got God gave her nothing. Okay, God gave her nothing. She's a rat, a monkey, a a a, a caterpillar in human skin. Okay, she's a nothing, but I knew that she attracts nothings because she's a nothing. I've already said that. The nothings, they run to her because they are impressed that a nothing energy is doing all these big things because they are nothing. Okay? I already say that. Hi, Sloane. She's sick. She must be really slowing down with her work or whatever that she is doing. She is sick. She says her past is catching up with her, meaning her health. Okay. She says her past is catching up. She asks me, "Who are you?" And I'm nobody. I'm nobody. Her eyes are brown. I'm going to check to see the eyes. Oh, yeah. Well, in the spiritual, her eyes are brown. So these could be lenses. Okay. Could be lenses, or that they are just green because she's so jealous. Okay. She says, "Who are you?" Yeah, she's sick. She's sick enough for me to feel sympathy for her. When you read an energy that is lacking in energy, it's very difficult. Okay. She lacks energy. Slow, show me your life. Let me give you some of my energy. Show me your life. Show me your life. She's so afraid of being exposed. Her biggest fear is exposure. See? Her life fell off the board. She's sick. Now I feel bad. No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay. So, she has a lot of money. I'll say that. She has made a lot of money, especially in these last few years. When she started this profession of hers, she didn't have any money at all. Then she hit on a very big idea. It wasn't her idea. See, I always knew that somebody, a man offered her this idea of being a psychic. A man offered her this job. A man said, "You can do it." And this man, he propelled her into power, right? He propelled her into power. She's always been gifted with the garb, and people, I'm going to say it the way it is on the board. Crazy people have always listened to her and believed her. Okay. It literally says crazy people. this, this shell is literally, it's my crazy people shell. It's this, yeah, crazy people. People who don't quite think right in their heads. They have always believed what she's had to say. And this man convinced her that they can make lots and lots of money, lots of money by by doing this. So then, she took it up. She had a lot of support. She had a lot of people say, "Yes, you can, yes, you can." And then she did it. And then, they're making money. The money is being made, guys. I'm sitting here. This is the middle. She is going to continue to make lots of money. Okay. Yeah, money is not a problem, but her health is a problem. Okay. She has all the money that I want, and I'm highly likely never going to get, but her health is the problem. She hates her life. Right now, she's hating it, but then again, she's going to start loving it again in a few. I think it's because she's not well that she's not liking her life, but in a few she's going to be back to her old self, and she's going to be really really happy with herself, right? She's very controlled and very contained. She's a very controlled and contained person. In other words, she never, she controls her life. She controls it. She is extremely contained. Money. It's all about money. Okay. She's gonna lose, or she lost a chunk of money. Yeah. This also stands for money falling off the board. So she made a bad business decision of late, and she lost a huge chunk of money. But the money is gonna come back tenfold. So she thinks she's lost a huge chunk of money. She thinks she made a mistake, but it's gonna come back big time. Okay. I'm gonna ask her if she is psychic. We see that she's a businesswoman and she's a performer and she's got people, right? Are you psychic, Sloane? Yes or no? Are you psychic, Sloane? Yes or no? She laughs and she says, "Of course not," but we'll see. The answer is no. But here's the fascinating part. She convinced herself that she's psychic. The answer is no, because a shell fell off the board, then it went into hiding, right? But she convinced herself. Again, crazy people. She convinced herself that she is psychic. You know what I'm saying? So she stands on, yeah, she convinces herself that she is psychic. So when she is saying what she is saying, she is truly is convinced. She is convinced that she is psychic. Okay. Do you have mental health issues, Sloan? Yes or no? Do you have mental health issues, Sloan? Yes or no? Do you have mental health issues, Sloan? I don't think she does. No. Definite no. Okay. So she knows exactly what she is doing. Again, she's afraid of exposure. She's afraid of being exposed. Okay. She's afraid of being exposed for a fraud. She's really, really afraid. She says she shuts it down the moment she even smells it. But she doesn't do the shutting down. Her network, her people, they do the shutting down, right? Okay. Do you like black women, Sloane? Do you like black women? Yes or no? Do you like black women? Yes or no? Do you like black women? Yes or no? Absolutely not. She hates us. She actively hates us. She is um, a racist. Okay. She's very much a racist, a hardcore racist. Okay. Do you like black men, Sloane? Yes or no? Do you like black men, Sloane? Yes or no? Do you like black men, Sloane? Yes or no? Yeah, I knew it to be different for men. Yes, very much so. At first, she didn't. At first, she was like, I will never let that trash touch me. And we are at the I will never let them touch me. But as she gets older than she is now, she will let them touch her. Okay. Let me go to your questions because I'm done. Okay, let me go to your questions. Okay, what are your questions? Do you watch other psychics? Do you watch other psychics, Sloan? She says, why should I? I get my information firsthand. Yeah, that was the question I should have asked. Do you watch other psychics, Sloan? Do you watch other psychics? Yes, she does. She always does. She doesn't want to, but she does. It's very much part of her daily ritual. Okay. Do you pay for your oh Lord? She doesn't want to talk about this for real. Look at the shell that fell. I'm about to ask it, do you pay for your information? And the shell of I don't want to talk about it falls out. Sloane. Okay, I'm gonna ask the winds, not her. Sloane, does Sloane pay for her information? Yes or no? Does Sloane pay for her information? Yes or no? Does Sloane pay for her information? A yes to the yes to the yes, yes, yes. I knew it. Answer, please. Okay, you can't see it, but this is the straightest yes I have had. Okay, it's a yes and a yes and a yes and a yes. Okay, so who provides her with information? That's my next question. Okay, who provides her with her information? Flo, who provides it? The men. The man whom she talked about, and they decided to start a business in fortune telling, he has the network that provides her with the information. She doesn't have to go hunting for it, it is given to her. She literally gets the updates via, I know this is going to be so weird, via a fax. The shit is faxed to her on a daily basis. That's what I'm seeing. She's reading a fax. She says, you can't trust emails these days. Then she laughs. She says, look at Epstein. She laughs. Says, you can't trust doing things the old fashioned way is the best way. So she gets all her information that she's going to talk about by fax. So she goes to her fax machine every morning while she's drinking her coffee. She gets the information and she reads it and she crams it in her head while she is drinking her morning coffee. And it comes from that man, the man who said we can make so much money out of this if you do, you're good with words and you're good with convincing people and all that jazz. And so that's what I knew it. I knew it. I so knew it that I'm so pissed. Okay. Let's see. What else? What other questions are here? Will she lose her fame in the near future? Oh, I doubt it. Will Sloane lose her fame in the near future? Yes or no? Will Sloane lose her fame in the near future? Yes or no? We should lose her fame in the... Do you know what's so funny? It's black people who make Sloane famous. The answer is actually yes. I'm shocked. The answer is actually yes. She's gonna lose her fame in the future. In fact, she's in the process of losing it. She had a good team. I think she's lost some team members. She had a good team. She really had a good team, guys. She had good people working with her. See, and she was secure and safe in the past. Okay, she was secure and safe. It's my way of teaching you shells all at the same time, I guess. I like to teach, as you know. See this? She was very safe. She was very secure. She had a good team. And so her secrets were safe. But recently, her secrets have not been safe. And so she is going to lose. Let's see. Where am I going? Yeah. She is going to lose. Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so she's gonna lose her fame. Here she is. The answer is a straight up yes. Okay, so I'm gonna ask if she's gonna be exposed because right now, as she is sitting with me, that's why I said she's fearing exposure, her fear of exposure. She's lost her team. She's lost her team and she's fearing exposure. So I'm gonna ask if she is gonna be exposed. Is Sloane gonna be exposed? Yes or no? Is Sloane gonna be exposed? Yes or no? Is Sloane gonna be? Well, God has withheld the exposure. She was supposed to be exposed right. So oh, somebody in her team is trying to expose her. And God has withheld the exposing. Okay. God has withheld the exposing. God does not want her to be exposed. So God has held it in the air because the shell fell while I was shaking. God has held it in the air. And the answer is not right now. It's almost like she's going to lose her fame organically. Okay. Are you going to say something racist? Sloane, are you going to say something racist from your heart? Yes or no? Are you going to say that? I'm looking for reasons why she might lose her faith. No, she's very good at playing the I'm not a racist card. Okay. So, what's going to make you lose your fame? What's going to make you lose your fame? Illness. The woman is ill. She's sick. I feel for her. What's going to make you lose your fame? What's going to make you lose your fame? What's going to make you lose your fame? The team. Again, she's lost her team. The loss of her team, the loss of her people, the loss of her network. Okay, how did you lose your team? How did you lose your team? How did you lose your team? There is a very important component, a very young male. He was a very important component to the team. He quit. He quit. So When he quit, which is what he did, three people are gonna walk away with him even though they don't want to. It's yeah, it's the loss of her team. It's the loss of those who were feeding her the information that she was using. Let me see if there are any more questions here. Oh yeah, my ancestor says the irony of it is that Sloane Bella, her fame is because of black people. The race that she hates is the race that supports and loves on her more than the race that she loves. She laughs and she says, "They know I'm crazy," meaning the white people know that she's crazy. Um, let's see. What does Sloan think about me? Somebody says, "What does Sloan think about you?" I know she knows who you are. Okay. What does Sloan think about me? What do you think about me, Sloan? Yo, you there, the tiny maggot. What do you think of me? What do you? He says I'm scary. He says you scare me. You are so big, so bright. Who are you? Where did you come from? You scare me. You are the real thing. She doesn't mean the real psychic. Okay. She definitely does not like me. It's safe to say she can't stand me. She says, I'm just going to say what she's saying. You are the damned and the damning. What do you mean? You are damned because God threw you out here, and you are the damning because God uses you to crush other people. We're just trying to survive by his rules, and he brings hunters like you, creatures who just want to go home because home is better than this. What you don't understand is where we come from, this is better than being over there. You don't like using people, you don't like killing people, you don't like being mean and nasty. You have all these don'ts. Because your home is better. Well, my home is not better. And God sent you to watch over me, to watch my actions, to judge me, to send me back to that hell. I hate you. Yeah, I'm feeling really damned today. I don't want to be here today. I really don't. She says, you see, you're spoiled. His light is always shining on you. You go back to your flowers and your butterfly and your father's love. Whereas some of us, we come from deep, dark, black water. That'll be the white people's domain, guys. It is deep, dark, black water. I mean, I've talked about that before, right? We only get one chance to do it right. But then the odds are so steeped against us. I give up. He took my son because of my deeds. and he will take more things from me before I die. Okay. She says, you don't even want to connect with me. No, bitch, I really don't. Okay. Okay. Okay, we don't have any more questions here. People were just making comments. That's my problem with you guys. I ask for questions, you make comments. I know that I knew that I was gonna be bored. I knew that I was gonna be bored. But let's see if you'll come up. Okay, questions. Let's have some questions, guys. Yeah, why did he take her God? Is she a Satanist or something? No, white people just come from their own realm of big black water. Black people come from smoky. It's like every race, literally every race has its cage. Okay. I mean, God just did that. Every race has its cage, and white people's cage is just black water. Yeah, I know Sloane is Canadian. I know it. Every race is just black water, right? Canadians are more racist than Americans. So I know. I expected nothing less from her because Canadians are more racist than Americans. That's why I'm saying I'm so scared to be going to a dating. I'm going to go to brick and mortar dating and just, start with friendship. Start with friendship because I'm looking for a nerd. And I'm so scared because Canadians are very racist. Yeah, they are more racist than white Americans. Canadians are the most racist white people. Does she have real insight and understanding? Of what? What? Okay, excuse me. I'm really interested at does she have real insight and understanding? Seems like it. To you, you must be one of the fools. Okay. Okay. I am not going to take my depression out on you. I'm genuinely curious. Okay. Why do you think this rat has got insight and understanding if you are not a rat yourself? Why do you think so? Is she the lead rat? Do you see yourself in her? I'm genuinely asking. At at Thea Ruff. At Thea Ruff. Yes, at you, Thea Ruff. I'm genuinely asking. Do you see her insight and her understanding? Do you? I mean, no, Thea, it's, I mean, do you really? I'm really deadly curious. As a metaphysical scientist, I am really curious. Okay, do you said she's got insight and understanding. Okay, how? Why does she focus so much on black entertainers? Good question. Why do you focus so much on black entertainers? Just because that's the news I get. It's the easiest news to get. White entertainers have got a lot of security around them and people they trust around them. They are safer, more secure. It's difficult to get things out of them, but it's easier to get on a black artist. Okay, now let's see what the veil says. She also doesn't like black people, like a typical Canadian, right? Like a typical Canadian, she doesn't like black people, so she finds it easy to bring them down. So while she says they are the easiest ones to get information from, which is true, right? She also doesn't like them. She also doesn't like them. But She, like my ancestors said, she makes most of her money from black people. Here I am struggling for rent, and here black people are giving this racist all their money. Yeah, she also gets most of her money from black people. She says, because you're the spiritual people, you're the ones who believe in this bullshit. I just took the shells off the board, and she said that. She says, you're the ones who believe in this bullshit more than anyone, and she laughs. Why wouldn't we get money out of you? Yeah. Black people will pay a white woman and not pay the real thing, a sangoma or another black woman. That's crazy. That's an internal issue and an internal problem. Okay. She was a psychic for Adriana Grande. Who is Adriana Grande? I gotta know. Okay, I'm looking up Adriana Grande. Adriana or Ariana? Ariana. Okay. Oh, please. Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense that she is Ariana Grande's psychic. Yeah, it makes sense. Has she ever said anything bad about Ariana Grande? No, I guess not. That makes sense. Okay, I've got nothing to say. If you watch at the very beginning of my video, she says she is a psychic for the crazy people because the crazy people believe her and listen to her, and that's the reason why she is doing this job, because that man noticed that crazy people really believed her. Okay. I thought it was strange that she never uses tools or cards. It's like she was reading off and up. Well, you don't necessarily need to use tools or cards. But this is just a tool. I can do without this tool. I choose to use it so that I don't get lost in my own feelings and my own emotions. Okay. This keeps me on track and it keeps me honest. Okay. It keeps me seeing what I want to see because I see so many things at once. My flowers are talking to me right now and they are saying they've run out of water and they want water right now. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm throwing these shells, I'm keeping myself in the moment. When I'm talking to the winds, I'm keeping myself in the moment, but you don't need tools. I don't need tools. In fact, I am best without tools. People don't know that. But I am actually best without tools. When I just run like this, ding, 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 without tools. But then it requires patience because I'm going to go off tangent because I'll be seeing something else and something else. Yeah. Where does she get events? Oh, dude, you got to watch that. You got to watch it. Where does she get a... Hey, Kiki. Where does she get events? Because she knows they're going to happen. Because she is told they're going to happen. You see, the reason I knew, okay, let me tell you this. The reason I knew this was because the same people who approached this woman also approached me. Full disclosure. When I first came out on YouTube and I was the hottest thing, then I got hacked by the Indians. Those same people came to me and they said, we can make a lot of money with you. We will give you all the information you need. And then you will just go and say, I see that in May, Diddy is going to be arrested. And I see it. And then people will come to you and then we will make money. They came to me. I said, no, thank you. This is an organization. Okay. I don't work that way. I'm a Sangoma. I already belong to the South African Traditional Healers Association and the Zimbabwe National Traditional Healers Association. I already belong to my two. So I knew it. When I saw her, I knew it. Okay. And now she's in this pickle. She's in this pickle because they don't want to work with her anymore. She'll find someone else. But right now she's in this pickle because those people don't want to work with her no more. Okay. Okay, next question. I never watched, yeah, I 2 seconds, and that was enough for me. Her hatred of black people was what stopped me from watching. And she's Canadian, and Canadians are more racist than Americans. They killed all their slaves. So they are more racist, right? And then they killed those who came for freedom. I don't want to go in. The thing is, Canadians in general are more racist than Americans. So I knew at once that she was a big ass racist. And yeah, that's all there is to it. Why do they not want to work with her anymore? I'll ask. Sloane, why doesn't your team want to work with you anymore? Why doesn't your team want to work? She's not making enough money for them. But do you know what it is? It's the money. She's no longer making. But do you know what it is, guys? You reach a point when you're so hot, and then that's when you should make all your money. Unfortunately, I got hacked. You know my story. I'm tired of it. So she reached that peak and she made the money, and now they are looking for a new face. It is show business, guys. It's show business. Yes, she reached her peak. Now it's show business. They are looking for a new face. I understand that she isn't psychic, but sometimes non-psychics can read tarot well, even though they are not seers. That is true. That is true. And those are the ones I never want to see. I never want to see them because they never tell me anything worth anything. But that is true. Was she abused as a child? Well, she's white and she's Canadian. Highly likely, yes. Sloane, were you abused as a child? Yes or no? Were you abused as a child? Yes or no? Were you abused as a child? Yes or no? She says no. She wasn't abused. She was very protected. But then Shell fell off the board, so we say that's a lie. That's why I'm asking the winds. It's not her. Somebody asked a good question. Is it true she was homeless? That's a good question. Okay. I don't think she was homeless unless if she was in America. Okay. If she was in America, then she was homeless. If she was in Canada, no, she wasn't. Yeah, I can tell you that. So it depends with when she moved to America. Was she a child when she moved to America? If she was a child and she moved to America, yes, she was homeless. But if she was a child in Canada, no, she wasn't. Okay. She claimed to be a foster and homeless and ran away. Well, she could have been a foster kid. Okay. So, were you a foster kid? Yes or no? Were you a foster kid? Yes or no? Were you a foster kid? The answer is yes and no. Her shells keep falling off the board. I don't like that for her health. Okay. I don't like, see, I don't like it for her health. Okay. Her health is very bad. Sloan, were you a foster kid? Yes or no? Were you a foster kid? Yes or no? Oh shit. No. She was a prostitute, wasn't I believe she said she was. Okay. Were you a prostitute? Yes or no? Were you a prostitute? Yes or no? Were you a prostitute? Oh. No. The whole story, I guess, is a lie. How does she feel about America under this regime? She's a racist. You really love that racist. Okay. Hey, Sloan, how do you feel about the Trump government? She loves it. She actually just said that. She feels safe. How do you feel about the Trump? She feels safe. She loves it. And that's exactly it. That's exactly what the shells are saying. She did not like America before as much as she likes it now. Okay. She feels protected and sheltered in her whiteness. Next question. No, they're not Indians. No. Does she envy Michelle Obama? She thinks Michelle Obama is a baboon. And I think she's a pig, so we're good. I think Sloane is a pig. Sloane thinks that Michelle Obama is a monkey, a baboon, and I think that she is a pig. Okay. How did you meet the people? They email you. I was emailed. Um, well, she's not the only one who makes up stories. All these stars, all these famous people, they make up stories. Okay. Other questions? Uh Imagine yes, 100 likes would be so good. Okay, her fans are asking loving questions here. She was a child and then worked as an exotic dancer. Where? In Canada? Sloan, did you work as an exotic dancer in Canada? Yes or no? Did you work as an exotic dancer in Canada? Yes or no? Did you work as an exotic dancer in Canada? Ooh. Yes, she did. Do you know that in Canada, exotic dancers have to take off all their clothes? I've been. I used to go. I used to go and watch. I used to go to strip clubs. Yes, she did work as an exotic dancer. Okay, and other things too that she's keeping a secret. She has a secret about her time as an exotic dancer. I think that's when she was prostituting and doing drugs. Yeah. Okay, what made her decide to be? You have to watch this live from the beginning because we said it. She tried to predict my death while I'm still living. Or, maybe you asked. Okay. I think you're done with the reading, Gogo. I can tell. Well, I don't like her. No, I don't like her because she doesn't like me. So our energies don't gel. And you know what? I'm standing over her. I'm overbearing for her. It's like she is this size and I am this size. Okay? I'm towering over her. And it doesn't seem fair. It doesn't seem right to me. It just doesn't seem fair. Her energy is tiny, tiny, tiny. She's a rat, she's a mouse, she's a tarantula. It keeps How many times have I called her a tarantula? She really has the energy of a tarantula. Like in her past life, she was a tarantula. I swear. Let me check out a tarantula because I don't really know what it is. I don't know what a tarantula is. Sorry. It's a spider. It's a spider. Oh my God. Yes. She's a tarantula. That's what she is. Her teeth are tarantula like. I don't know what I know about. She's a tarantula. Tarantula teeth. Let me see. Yes. 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 Yeah. 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 She's a tarantula. That's the energy. Ugh. Ugh. It's a gross little energy. Ugh. She's gross. Yeah. That's why. That's why. I don't think it's fair because she's looking at me now, and the longer I'm standing there, the more afraid she's becoming and the more contemptuous I am becoming. Okay. Um, what does that have to do with her being a fraud? Oh, wait, you can't speak on it because you're all are the same. I don't pay. I did speak on it. It's King Shani. I spoke on it at the very beginning of the reading. You missed the reading, but you can rewatch it. I showed how she is a fake. She pays for her information. And we saw where she pays the people for her information. And don't call the Sangoma. I am a fucking Sangoma, bitch. Okay, I am a Sangoma, okay? African to the boot and Sangoma to the boot. We do not mess with the spiritual. We do not pretend and we do not give a shit. How you can follow something as ugly as that beast tarantula is beyond me because you are ugly and you're a beast all by yourself. You're a tarantula. Okay? You're a fucking tarantula. Okay? Get the fuck out of my town. You are talking to a pure thoroughbred African over here. From the age of 12, I have been a Sangoma. The fuck? Okay. Who's next? So, I cannot keep repeating the same reading. I already read on her and we moved on to questions. Okay? And we are at the questions phase. And she is a fucking tarantula, just like you. Piece of shit. Okay. Next. Yeah, it's like I'm forcing you to watch or something. I'm not forcing you to watch me. Okay? Get the fuck off my life. For those of us who had personal readings, we know you are legit. Thank you, Mama. I give it my best so that I can make a major difference. I want to make a difference in people's lives, a good difference. Okay, I want your happiness because I'm paying the price of my mother's evil. I want you to flourish. I want you to have everything you have always wanted. I'm not just here to entertain you. I have a debt to pay to society in the name of my mother, and I'm paying it. Okay. Thank you. I know she has her fans, okay? But let's have some respect over here. I'm talking to my people, okay? I'm talking to my people. You don't come here and insult me and make me a tarantula. I am not a fucking tarantula. I'm a beautiful black African woman, Okay, I am beautiful. The fuck? I'm not a pig. And I love my people. I love my people. I love black people. I love them more than life itself because that's what I give birth to. Okay, I give birth to black. Okay, I don't take money from people I hate, like Sloane Bella. I don't take money from people I think should be slaves, like Sloane Bella. I'm about my people. No matter where you're from, as long as you are black, you are mine, and I will help you have a better life. I will help bring happiness into your life. I will help you. Yeah, like, like, I know she has her fans. They must go there and do their business, okay? Go suck up to that white woman who wants you all to be slaves. Go. Don't come and insult me. I am here to give my knowledge to black women like Clarity 333. I am here to make sure that Clarity rises when I'm gone. She'll be the one sitting here yelling at you. Okay? That's why I'm here. Okay? Okay, I'm here to share my knowledge with younger black women so that they become stronger, better, and brighter. And when I am dead, they are my legacy. They are all over these streets with the greatest knowledge of the spiritual that exists. Then I know that I have done my job. So tell me, what is Sloane Bella giving you? What is she giving you? What is she giving you? What are you learning from her? Okay, I'm done with being angry. I really must be done with being angry. Okay. Yeah. Like, take it to her platform and insult me all you like. Insult me as much as you like in her platform, not mine. Okay? Not mine. If you don't like me, I'm good because I got younger females who are metaphysical practitioners right here, learning from me all day, every day. I'm doing my job as God instructed me to. Pass down your knowledge, pass it down. I'm passing it down. Okay, guys. I'm not angry anymore. I am done. I don't think it's fair, like I was saying, to tower over Sloane. I don't think so. Okay. She's a racist. She's a fake. I always knew that before I did the reading, and I know that now. But she's also a human being who's going through health issues like I am, but my health issues are not physical, guys. I'm just being forced to sleep and it's beginning to depress me. I don't want to sleep, okay? I don't want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. And the sleeping of sleep is beginning to depress me. And so my illness is mental, right? I'm having mental health illnesses by being forced to sleep. Sloane, on the other hand, she truly does have physical health issues. Okay. And the Bantu will never be inhuman. We will never be inhuman not to wish another soul a recover oh, a good recovery. Okay, we wish Sloane a healthy recovery, a strong recovery. We wish her all the best when it comes to her health. Can you read someone's? I'm tired, Bobby. I've been on for 1 hour, 29 minutes. Okay. I've been there for 1 hour, 29 minutes. Tomorrow we will read Michelle And maybe I'll do two women. Tomorrow, maybe I'll do Josephine Baker and Michelle so that we can have as many Black women's energies as possible. You know what I mean? I think it's important for African American women to see how special you are. I think without you, none of us would be. That's me. I wouldn't be. Without you, I would not be. Okay. Meeting you was the greatest gift God ever gave me. I mean, I had to go through Mark Williams, but that's okay. Yes, that's okay. I had to go through Mark Williams to meet African American women. And you are my gift from God. You resurrected a dead soul. You fucking resurrected me. Okay. I'm a giant because I stand on your shoulders. Okay. I'm a giant. Oh, thank you, Mama. Thank you so much, Georgia. I'm a giant because so I'm gonna pay homage to you, okay, until we end Black History Month. So please ask me for any Black females that you want me to read because I'm paying homage to you because without you, I was dead. I only began to live when I came across your energies and you. Okay, so this week and next week, we are paying homage to African American women because you are unique, you are beautiful, you are special, you are bright light, you are everything God wants all his children to be. That's truth. Okay, that is truth. I try to teach you as much as I can, Warwins, because you are my legacy. I want my knowledge to fall on you because we are blood. Okay, the first slaves to ever be sent to the Americas were Bantu, 6 million of them. So I truly, you are my legacy. You need to know what I know. Because then you will know more. You will build on that. You will build on what I know because you have the capabilities, you have the intelligence, and you have the metaphysical power. Okay, to build. Let me be your foundation and build from there. And I know people think this is crazy, but in 100 years, being psychic would be the thing. Okay, would be the thing. Look at Africa. Africa has declared that it is going to rule the world, and I am so proud of that. I'm so proud that they have risen up and they have made a declaration. But I know that African American women will lead all the Black women on earth. I know you will. I know you will, bitches. I know you will. So yeah, my knowledge from my ancestors to your ancestors. Okay, we're cousins, we're family. Okay. Bye, bitches. I love you. You guys don't know how much I love you. I love you guys so much. When I was in Vietnam and I was cut off from your energies, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And I realized that I never, ever want that to happen ever in my life. I never want to be cut off from your energies. Never, ever. Thank you guys. Now I feel a little better. I'm glad I did this, and I'll see you tomorrow for another live reading. Okay. And oh yeah, send it to Sloane so that she can insult me too. Let's be equal. Okay. Send it to her. I wish her and her health all the best. I love you too, Miss Fowler. Bye. Bye, Clarity. I love you.